May 1st, 2026, we're hauling an excavator in, making a burn pit. So we rented this from Sun Rental. So there he is. Okay, getting ready to head up. Mike just loaded the excavator. First time up, getting ready to head up the hill. Start. I'm just going to try to push this is all the dirt from up at the pony that we took out last year. I'm going to try to push it out, make a flat area, kind of fill this in right here. Try to save some of these rocks though, but this is going to be our fire pit area. See how it comes out in the end. This is this is about after an hour and a half getting into this pile. You can see how hard Mike's working over there. Yeah, he did all the work. Coming out to here. Changed pretty quick. Just got to keep pushing it out and flatten it out now. This tree right here blew down. This is like one of my favorite trees. I've been trying to save this tree, and that windstorm that came in knocked down a bunch of trees, but ants had gotten right in there to the roots on this side. This is the direction the wind came, and down it went. So bye bye tree. Doug working on the fire pit. We're trying to lower this upper section and kind of fill that lower section. We're a little slow at it, but we're making progress. Used for huge mounds earlier, which you probably saw in an earlier video, but we're doing good. We just got this lower section over here to kind of raise, try to lower this upper section. So anyway, we're just pushing dirt forward. That's Doug in there running right now. We're taking turns. I'm currently eating stale pretzels that my favorite Frito-Lay guy provided. Alright, it's Saturday, May 2nd, 2026. Looks like 7:30 in the morning. This is Doug working on the fire pit area again. He's starting to dig the center hole. All buzzed down there, we can see it. Roughly outlined it to where this stick is. I don't know if you can see it in the video. There's another little stick about 4 feet in front of the hole he's currently digging. And he's piling the dirt below because it's still a little bit lower on that bottom side. So anyway, that's kind of the deal. Have been liking this little mini X we rented from Sun Rental, that John Deere 35G. It's kind of a good size for what we're doing. It's fairly stable. The tracks are fairly long, so it's been working well for us yesterday and today.
kind of done with the excavator over here. I mean, there's probably going to be future work, but this is where we're at. And this is the pit. Kind of fun building it. And then we just start throwing stumps in there.
There it went. I get busted that. There we go. You can see underneath that was really rotted. I think you can see it on the camera there. Dust clears. But yeah, there was a lot of rot at that base. So the carpenter ants did their thing. And Doug's going to pick that thing up and move it down to be the first entry into the new fire pit area that we've just been digging on. Boom. That little John Deere, that's an 8,000 pound excavator. And that's about the right size. And I've been able to pull out stumps. I pushed over trees. Boy, it's great. It's not too big. A little bit smaller. We've had smaller ones and they're a little bit unstable, but that thing seems to be a pretty good balance. So anyways, we got a lot of work done in 24 hours. All loaded up, swept it off, clean and ready to go. We got more than an hour before we have to be back. So it took about 7.5 hours of actual work time to get what we wanted done. Does it? Nice. Right on, thanks. I'll talk to you tonight. Had about 5 of these mule deer hanging in here today. Saw 2 cow elk last night. 3 of them right there.
Final look for the weekend. We've still got stuff to do, but this is as far as we got. I kind of just rake this out a little bit by hand just to knock down the high points. That pit should be more than big enough to burn our stumps and stuff. Last thing, here's the pony. Larissa had been asking about a road. I have to rake it out and clean it up a little bit better. But around to the outhouse because there's a steep embankment over there. So I brought the excavator up here. And here we go. I say it needs to be cleaned up, but that's another day.